I have with me a very special guest. But before I go across to him, as we get you the latest on Chandrayaan-3, let's put out the images that ISRO has just released right now. This is footage of the moon as captured by lander Vikram. This is the video that's been put out by ISRO hours after they released a number of images that showed the mesmerizing view that lander Vikram currently enjoys of the moon. And this is the latest footage released by ISRO, as they've confirmed that everything is going as per plan. Everything is going on schedule. These are images and videos that were captured 2 days ago on August 20th. So imagine now, the lander is actually closer than this to the moon, considering that after that it's conducted another deboosting exercise, so it's gotten closer to the moon right now. So if you're looking at this and wondering, how close we are to the moon, we're even closer at this point on August 22nd. Let me bring in now Professor Dr. Y.S. Rajan, Padma Shri, former ISRO scientist, someone who very often has been hailed as a pioneer in the Indian Space Research Organization and how it's been created and where it's reached today. Sir, thank you very much for speaking to us on India Today. You've been a part of the ISRO movement, the space movement in India, sir, for so many years, that when you see it at this stage, where we've got now videos of the moon coming forth from lander Vikram, how do you feel?
Naturally, great. It is something which the videos, in fact, I'm looking for that actual one also taking place, because reaching up to this itself is a fantastic achievement. We started with, when I joined ISRO 1964, there is a joint Vikram Sarabhai. That is for pure cosmicry research, nothing to do with the technology and all. But we knew that it is in the background. Various twists of these things, I became an engineer and other things, thanks to Sarabhai. 66 onwards, I am working on rockets. But there were no Indian-made rockets at that time. We were getting from somebody, then we got from licensed production. But we always knew that we will go for our major applications first. Even the satellite, now you are having this TV and all, so easily, it's because of INSAT. It is because of those you are able to have telephones, all connections, TV. We were not having in most of the places. Even SLV-3 launch we were doing 1980, we were doing it without proper connections. Oh God, here, there, very costly. So from that, so our mind was on that. Meteorological thing, much of the cyclone, all those things achieved. But we were not giving up, saying that only, okay, give this 4, 5 and then sit, because many things so. We were imagining about the planetary exploration, because it was coming in. Correct. With the Soviet Union, actually, they then know what we call as Russia, it is a totality of the Soviet Union. In the 70s itself it started getting into moon, bringing things. Then of course, the great moon landing. So we knew that we will be there one day.
Why is it so important, sir? Why is moon exploration for India also so important?
See, it is variety of reasons. Some are technological, some are scientific, some are geopolitical. Because all these three should be seen together. All very advanced technologies, whether it is this or advanced chip making or anything else, or making a new AI, everything has got a geopolitical implication. Correct. That gives, technology gives economic strength and also strategic strength, which I mean security, military, everything together. So that makes your thing going up. What we say, a good word, good word, more than the stature, is the Hindi thing. Bhav badhta hai. Your bhav goes up. So that is, we wanted to be, even at that time, if you read things done by Sarabhai, we want to be counted as in the Committee of Nations. So that's what it is. So we were becoming the spacefaring nation. Satellite we put, but that was not enough. We had to launch our own SLV-3, even puny compared to this. But we knew that we will go for the other one. All that done, satellites, making it ourselves. So with all these things together, this is now an important thing. To answer that, so that is one. But this gives variety of technological strengths which are very essential for many things, not only in space, will also be useful downward. If you look at it, see, given the nearer the orbits, after the fellow goes up, you can do very little. But of course, you can command the satellite. Sometimes it has got into a little lower orbit. Then you can boost it up and then go to the geosynchronous. All that you can do, but very limited. Similarly, satellite misbehave. They keep certain variety of alternates and then they will send commands from the ground. But here you can't send commands from the ground because it takes time. Because light has a finite velocity. Einstein highlighted it. You can't change it. So the radio wave is light. So goes up, comes down. By the time things would be moving very fast. To give you an idea, that these are all 8 kilometers per second, approximately. I'm giving you per second. Then imagine what when we are talking about 40 kilometers per hour itself, we feel it is 80 kilometers. We feel very much. So it will be going very. So before that, you have to do. So that means you have to put various autonomous things into it. We nowadays use the word II, but much of it is that it is programmed inside. That means you have to imagine number of things which can take place. This one, if a material is there, suppose this one is there, that one is there. The design itself, they would have done it. This sensor, suppose this sensor fails, then what will happen? Those are all at the design phase. But when it is off your hand, these are all, lot of things are done by the computers. That is what, that things has got a lot of spillover effect. Technological. Scientific, lot of new things will come. So I don't want to repeat them. Spectrometer, this one, that one, etc. Plus also water. Then this part of going there is one, of course, nobody has gone into the South Pole yet.
Yes.
That is one. But that apart, that is a little bit prestigious, Bhavka. But more importantly, that other part have been seen so much. So now this part shows some promises. That is why everybody is concentrating on it.
Promise of what, sir?
Promise of having a lot of water. Why water? Not for bringing in for Bangalore or Delhi, as popularly they think. You can't bring it. This itself is so costly.
Correct.
It is because when the later human habitats will come in moon, it's going to be there.
You're saying it's a matter of time before we're living on the moon.
When you will see it.
Okay. My generation will see it then.
You see it much before you reach my age.
Okay.
Another 20-25 years, I see that human beings will be going and staying there. But may not be for extended time. Another 20-30 years, that is around 40-50 years from now, there will be a group of people who are staying. Not necessarily to transport, but from there, lot of other researches can be done. Also for probably launching into Mars and also to other planets will become much easier from there because you've already gone there.
Correct.
So you will be hearing 3D printing and things like that. Many of these things will start coming. But all that will require a place where you require, whatever it is, human being requires water. And that water will be recycled again and again. So we are also having, if you see, hopefully after this going well, then Gaganyaan is there.
Correct.
That itself brings in a lot of other technological challenges of human beings being there. When that comes, we would have mastered this and that so that we can go that area. So that has a natural geopolitical bhav, then strategic importance, all are there. And we are fourth will be there if we land.
Correct.
You see Japanese and Israelis are also trying through private firms. Many others will start doing it. So that will show the significance. Lastly, one of the geopolitical thing I wanted to tell is that we missed the NPT, Nuclear Proliferation Treaty.
Correct.
We could have gotten it at that time before 64, exploded some crude bomb also, it would have been enough. We would have been not P5, we would have been P6. Later we suffered because of that, we can't get this, we can't get the technology.